Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. This week we're going to talk about just a couple things that have gone on during this week, but more importantly we're going to kind of do a little bit of a year in review. Today at the time of the filming this video, it is the 15th of December, I believe. If not, I'll put the correct date at the bottom, which means I'm just a couple days away from the 1 year mark of when I started my original pre-op diet. Kind of got this whole process started. So we're going to go back, we're going to look at some of the things I've learned, some of the things I've gone through, maybe show some clips, if you will, a montage of previous videos, and just kind of talk about a little bit overall first year experience. I'm also going to talk about an interesting food announcement that was made from a product that I use, and then just kind of talk about my most recent visit to my doctor. So we're going to jump into all of that. Before I do, again, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who watches and subscribes to videos. I've seen a big uptick in subscribers and views over the past few weeks to a month, so thank you very much for that. A lot of people clicking like on the video, and I appreciate that. Lets me know what you're liking to see, and thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. Definitely glad to have you on, and look forward to hopefully reaching out and maybe even speaking with some of you here in person. So. The other thing I'm just going to kind of mention real quick is I started a second channel this week, and that channel is now where I'm going to be putting all of my gaming themed content. This channel I'm going to reserve for bariatric stuff specifically. So the stuff that most of you have been coming to see, some of the cooking videos and some of the personal videos, all that's still going to be here. Still going to maintain the same schedule. In fact, I'm hoping to start putting out more videos of this type of content, more product reviews, interviews with actual nutritionists, doctors. I'm working on a couple different things in that regard. So definitely stay tuned to this. But things like the video game playthroughs I've done, the Minecraft tutorials, stuff that you've seen, that's moved over to my new channel, which is Onlydraven Gaming. Just felt I was going to segregate that a little bit. That way the folks who want to see the gaming stuff, may not care so much about my weight loss stuff, can really just see those videos by subscribing there. And those of you who really don't care about video games, you're here for the weight loss stuff, your subscription here means you won't get a bunch of videos you're not interested in. But if you are interested in both types of content, if you like the bariatric stuff and you're into gaming, I definitely recommend checking out the other channel. A link to that is going to be down in the description of this video. Be sure to go there, check those videos, so subscribe as well so you can get all those videos if that's something you're interested in. But if you really just care more about the weight loss, the health, nutrition, and the bariatric stuff, then all that's going to stay right here, and you're going to get just as much, if not more of that, than you did before. So thank you again, everyone who's been tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and jump right into our weekly check-in. Okay, so in this week's weekly check-in, just going to do a brief review, talk about some interesting things that popped up, and then we're going to actually do not just a weekly check-in, we're going to do our yearly check-in. This will be our first one of those. This week, I had yet another successful week. This week I successfully lost 2 more pounds. That puts me down 208 total. That means what I'm going to start doing now in these videos, not only will I have it listed how much I've lost total, but what I'm going to give here is my starting weight. I'm going to show what my current weight, surgery weight, goal weight. I'm going to have several different things listed there, so we kind of see a running total as we're moving on. So it's going to look a little different starting in this video, which you obviously see right now. It was a good week. I didn't run into any super issues, but one day this week, I was running late for work and did not get the chance to make a lunch. So I decided I was going to get something out to eat for lunch. And I don't do that very often at work. I eat out very, very rarely at all now. But for lunch at work, I'm also always pack a lunch. So I did take a Greek yogurt, my protein shakes, my drinks, but I didn't really have time to prep a meal. Just was running late, overslept. So I decided I was going to go to Chick-fil-A for lunch and get some of their grilled chicken nuggets. Now, I have had the grilled chicken nuggets before. Never had an issue out of it. They're very tasty, high in protein, not too bad. You get the grilled, stay away from the fried stuff. But I went and I picked those up. I did go to a Chick-fil-A I do not normally go to. If you're not from my area, you may not know Chick-fil-A. It's basically a fast food joint that is just pretty much chicken. Chicken burgers, chicken patties, chicken tenders, chicken wings, all that kind of stuff. Not bad food, But they have waffle fries. I'm not a waffle fry guy. I don't eat fries now anyways, but even before then, not a big fan of waffle fries. Too much potato, not enough fry. So I went and picked those up, and I thought I'd try a little bit of their honey mustard with that. Now, as I've mentioned in the past, sometimes my stomach doesn't do real well with mustards. Regular mustard, honey mustard, Dijon mustard, spicy mustard, I've tried them all, and my stomach gets a little queasy when I eat that. So as long as I have just a little, it's usually not too bad. On a sandwich, it's almost not a problem at all. But as a dipping sauce, if I go a little heavy on it, it can make me a little queasy. So, but I thought I'd try that, and I ate my nuggets, and then I had my Greek yogurt, and I got sick. It hit me hard. I don't know if it was the nuggets. The Greek yogurt I know was perfectly fine. I've been eating out of that pack before and after. There was nothing wrong with that. So I don't know if I got bad nuggets or if it was the honey mustard sauce I got, but unfortunately I wasn't able to keep it down. For the second time since my surgery, I got sick. I was right at work, right near the end of my lunch break. I spent a few minutes in the restroom and unfortunately lost all my lunch, which is not good for many reasons, of course, but one being that I lost pretty much everything that I ate, which means I didn't get much, if any, of the nutrients or vitamins, proteins from that meal, and I just was not in a place where I could eat another meal or eat more food there. I was still queasy after. And, of course, as a bariatric patient, it's hard to catch up when you miss a meal like that. You know, we're limited on what we can eat, and we really don't need to be eating extra meals. So that day I had to step out of my regular situation later on that evening and have a meal and then another later meal just to be able to get in the amount of proteins and such that I needed. I felt fine, but later on that eviding, within an hour or two, I was right back to normal, but something did not settle well. So definitely gonna have to look into that and try to keep that from happening. It's just more evidence I need to be better with my time management and make sure that I have a lunch packed for work, because it's healthier, B, it's cheaper, C, I don't get sick. So that was a little something that happened, but again, nothing major. On top of that, I had a appointment with my primary care physician this morning. And my primary care is a gentleman named Dr. Lenore, and he's the one that originally referred me to the surgeon that did my surgery, referred me to that office. He's the one that was basically like, listen, you need to go have surgery or you're going to die. So, smart man. I like him a lot because he doesn't sugarcoat things. I mean, he just lays it out. He's like, listen, you're going to die if you don't do this. Go do this. And so, shit, I did. So I got to see him. It's the first time I've seen him in probably 6 months or more. So I'd lost a lot of weight in the time since I saw him last. Him and the nurses were all like, "You're a different person." It's always complimentary to get those type of reactions when you see someone you haven't seen in a while after you've experienced such a physical change like that. He was very happy with my progress. Checked all my stuff. Everything was going well. I had hoped that I would be coming off of my blood pressure medication. It's the only medication I'm really on, other than I take Stellar injections for psoriasis once every 3 months. But the only actual pill besides multivitamins and probiotics is my blood pressure medicine. And it's a small pill once a day. It's very inexpensive. It's like $4 a month, But I was hoping to eliminate a pill. And he said, well, my blood pressure looks good and it's fine. At my age, with my previous issues, he would like me to stay on it permanently, pretty much. Unless I start to have issues from it, I'm just going to stay on that. Which, again, it's not that big of a deal. Before I had the surgery, I was on that one, but I was on also another dose of a much stronger one, and that one I came off months ago. But this one, he's going to just keep me on. He said there's a lot of positives to it, heart health and things, longevity of life. So I'm just going to keep taking that one. But that is sadly not a medication that will probably ever go away. But not a real inconvenience. The other thing is I gave blood today because they wanted to check my thyroid. When I had my last labs done in July at my surgeon's office, they said I was borderline thyroid disorder. So they sent that to my primary care, and his office called me, and they're like, well, you're borderline, but you're on the good side of borderline. So we're going to give it a few more months, and we're going to test it again. So today was that testing day. So I went in and I gave blood. And I don't like giving blood. I'm not a fan of needles. I never have been. For the majority of my life, I've had an issue called, it's referred to as collapsible veins. On top of the fact that there was just a whole lot of fat between the needle and my veins, didn't make it easier as well. And there were many times it would take 10, 12, 15 tries to get blood. It was very hard to get a vein because they're very deep underneath all my girth. And then when they did finally get one, a lot of times it would just collapse and shut off. And so finding a strong one that could give flow was very difficult. I had to drink lots and lots of water. before I could go, just to try to fatten and strengthen my veins up, and even then there was no guarantee. Now that I've lost weight, that has definitely changed. It is much easier. They got me first try today in July, where I was down weight, but I still wasn't nowhere as small as I am now. They got it in the first try. So definitely this is something that has really been a benefit from surgery. If you're someone who has a hard time giving blood, or they have a difficult time putting in an IV or anything like that, losing weight definitely makes that easier. There's not as much meat between the outer and the actual veins. It's easier to find them. Your veins are stronger. So that was an awesome experience. I mean, still giving blood. It wasn't awesome, but it was great that they snagged it first try, got the blood they needed, and I was in and out. And I don't usually bruise or even bleed afterwards, is the upside. They take it off. I don't even need cotton or tape or nothing. It just stops for me. So, but I give that, it'll probably be at least a week or two before I hear results on that. But once I do, I'll definitely share with you. Hopefully nothing bad there, but we'll see. Other than that, the week was pretty good. No real issues. I'm going to mention just one quick food product before I jump into the year in review. Rear in review. You're not seeing my rear. Stop asking. I've mentioned before that I eat pizzas. The chicken crust pizzas by a brand, I believe Real Good is the name of the brand. And I follow them on Instagram now, because I think if you've seen my videos before, I've mentioned them. It's a small personal pizza where the crust is literally a piece of chicken. 4 grams of carbs, like 24 to 30 grams of protein. They have a cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, and they have a supreme pizza. And then a few months ago, they started adding breakfast pizzas. Now there's a bacon pizza, a sausage pizza. They got scrambled eggs and stuff on them. So that's awesome. Those are good too. I like the regular dinner pizzas a little more than I like the breakfast ones, because I've just never been as big on eggs on a pizza. I have tried it in the past, but it's okay. It's just not me. But it was exciting to see that they made a new announcement literally today that they have a new product coming out, and they're actually putting out a brand of enchiladas. And it's going to be the same type of concept. As far as I can tell, it's wrapped in chicken instead, and enchilada sauces, but it's got low fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 31 grams of protein in a serving. That's phenomenal. If you're a bariatric person, someone who needs a lot of protein, needs to keep your carbs down, or hell, you're just on a diet, and those are kind of the restrictions you're putting yourself. The Real Good brand is really tasty pizzas. They fill me up, and I'm excited to see these enchiladas. I'm not sure when they're going to be out. I know you can order directly from them. I get the pizzas at Kroger, which is a grocery store in my area. They're in the hippie section, the hippie section in the back where the vegan, non-real food is. But they stick them in there. Definitely recommend trying them out. You can also order them directly from their site, which is what I'll probably do if they don't start carrying the enchiladas at the Kroger, because I definitely want to try them. I love Mexican food, and there's not much of it I get to eat. I eat tacos still occasionally, because if I use a corn shell taco, bake it, and with the meat, a little bit of light sour cream, I can fit that in my daily requirements. But to be able to add in some enchiladas as well would be phenomenal. So I'm excited to see what else they come out with on top of that. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Real Good, I believe, is the name of the brand again. They're on Instagram and Facebook if you'd like to follow them. They don't sponsor this video. It's just something I like to have. If you'd like to get some more information on those products, I highly recommend them. So with that being said, we're going to move into our final segment of the day, which is kind of a year in review. Okay, so this week I wanted to do a little bit of a year in review. I started this entire process on December 19th of 2016. That was what I considered day one. It's the first day that I walked into my surgeon's office. I met with Dr. Williams, and it's when I started the path towards where I am now. Really the path that just changed my entire life for the good. I didn't actually start the diet for a few days, because it was right before Christmas, and they recommended I wait till December 26th, wait till after Christmas. I immediately started cutting out some things, but I didn't hardcore hit the pre-op diet until the 26th, but I still considered the 19th day one. So with that happening here in the next few days before the next video, I thought now would be a kind of a good time to kind of look back on just exactly what I've done. So I'm not going to talk much. What I'm going to do here is really just show you some clips from some of my earlier videos. From the very first video, moving forward, and some of the scenes from some of the others. So it's really just be a little bit of a short few-minute montage and clips of just some of the things that you saw. I'll try not to put too much in there. but I thought it might be interesting to see some of the clips so you can kind of see the changes as I've had physically over the past year. Because I really started filming in March, right before the surgery. So I'll definitely put some clips from when I was in the surgery, or in the hospital, not in the surgery. Wish I had those. But I wanted to kind of just share a little bit of a flashback in the year in review. I keep saying rear in review. I guess I just want to flash my ass at you people. No, I'm not getting age gated and having my video taken down. Stop asking. But I'm going to share with you, like I said, just kind of a few little brief clips and pictures from the past year. And I'd like to thank you all for kind of being with me there through all of it. I know I say this a lot, but you guys are probably some of my greatest motivation. You know, every week there's a lot of you that come in and you watch my video, you click like, you subscribe to my channel. I don't want to let you guys down. I stick to my diet, I stick to my exercising. I'm very rigid on my rules because I want to be able to come here every week and say, hey, look what I did. Look how this can work. This is what you can have too if you want to have it. I want to be a positive example. And so it helps keep me on track in those times when my self-control may waver and I have temptations to, you know, eat things I shouldn't or skip working out and things, which that I still do a little more than I should. But you guys help keep me in line. So thank you so very much for that. Thank you for being there. And I hope that wherever you are on your bariatric journey or your weight loss journey, whatever you're doing, I hope you have all the kinds of success possible, and that your struggles be as little as you can. Definitely, anytime you have questions, you need advice, or you just want to get another experienced person's point of view, please feel free to reach out to me. You can talk to me here. Of course, leave comments on my videos. You can leave comments on my website, which there's a link to that. I'm not going to post them in the video this week, but there's links to my social media, my websites. All of that is in the description of this video. So definitely check those out and reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. But thank you again so much. We're just going to kind of do a little bit of a year-end montage now of just kind of how I've progressed physically and how these videos have evolved. So thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoy. Hello again, everyone. Onlydraven here, and thank you so much for tuning in. G'day, everyone. Onlydraven again. Hello, everyone. Onlydraven here 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 again. Onlydraven here again. It is approximately 8:30 at night. I successfully completed my surgery this morning. Apologize for the sound quality. My voice is a little fuckered from the tubes they put in there. So I arrived today at 7, and they wheeled me back up close to 9 o'clock. They shaved my stomach. Didn't know that was coming. That was a bit of a surprise, but understandable. The surgery went really well. The doctor did advise my wife that they had a hard time getting through the artery wall. I'm sorry, what is it?
Abdominal wall.
Abdominal wall. So because of that, I'm a little more sore than normal. I'd like to start off with my biggest news right off the bat. I broke 100 pounds lost this week. As of this past Wednesday, which was the 10th of March, I actually was down 102 pounds from when I started, which was December 9th. December 19th of 2016. So just a little over almost 5 months at this point. But 2 pounds does put me at a big milestone. Puts me at 150 pounds down exactly. For those of you who this may be your first video, I started this process on December 19th, 2016, and today is August the 2nd, 2017. So, for those of you who've been watching my video, you'll know that last week I was down 199 pounds total. I was 1 away from hitting 200. I'm happy to say that I had a good week. I had an exceptionally good week, and I lost 5 pounds this week, which puts me down a total of 204 pounds. So I hit the 200 pounds lost in less than a year.